Hi, it's Mike in Taiwan, but I'm in Japan. I'm actually just about to leave Japan. I think that it's kind of weird that I didn't post anything for the entire time that I was here. Well, I did. I posted like a bunch of short videos, but I didn't post any long form videos. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff that I learned. I probably should have wrote it down. A bunch of cafes that I went to. The thing is that when you go to Japan, I think that you need to definitely do a lot of research before you get here, because the all the cafes that I went to, I had a big surprise when I went to every cafe. I think probably the best cafe that I went to was the Final Fantasy cafe, because when you go there, you get actually what you want. And I won't go really too much into it, but basically I went there, and you need a reservation if you have a big group, but I just went there by myself, so they gave me a nice drink, and also one of those coaster things, and then I had like the ambiance and the atmosphere of Final Fantasy. I can imagine why probably some people would like to go there every weekend if they wanted to. They actually had some nice food there, but I didn't try it. All the other ones, they have like small spaces, reservations, too overpriced. It's like stuff that definitely appeals to tourists. One of the places that I went to, they had like just all these like capsule ball toys like on the entire floor. I was pretty disappointed by that, because I thought that the cafe was supposed to be like this big thing. No, but it's just like there's all these capsule toys, and I'm not really into that. If you're into that, that's cool. I was just telling somebody about how Tokyo is like Taiwan on hard mode, because every time that we went out, it was like this. We go during rush hour, which was probably really bad, and we'd like go to just like a couple of subway stops away from where we were staying, and so there was just this enormous amount of people everywhere. And everybody's just trying to get to where they're going. They're polite though. Like say if you have like some wheeled object or something, and you're trying to get off the train, somebody's going to reach out and probably help you out with that. So, but for the most part, I'd say that it's like a regular city. If you're trying in getting, because there's a lot of things that are like automatic here, and things that you should know about. Like if you go to the convenience store, they're gonna have like a coffee machine. You have to do the coffee yourself. If you have something where you're some more updates. I hit up a bunch of used game stores, and I bought some games. All the games that I bought are in Japanese. I just decided to take the plunge and stop being afraid of trying to play games in Japanese. I think probably the majority of the games that I want to play, the atmosphere and the developers, it's all in Japanese anyway. And I can read some Japanese. I can read, I guess it's called hiragana, katakana, and stuff. But the kanji, I still have to kind of work on that. And so I'm going to be reading that. It's kind of weird with the whole Japanese language. For me, I'm a little bit more inclined towards listening and reading. I did meet like one really nice cook here, and I had a little bit of a chat with him. Told him that my Japanese level is not really that good, and blah blah blah. And as usual, he said like, "Oh, I know your Japanese is good." And he was a really really nice guy. And I talked to him just like for a couple minutes before we left. So, what else is there? There's the hotel rooms are obviously really clean, but everything is all the ceilings are low, and all the pathways are really narrow. So I don't want to emphasize the fact that like you need to like lose weight, but there's actually a lot of people that are a little pudgy. And they all live here, or they all, I don't know, they're all getting around here. I'd probably say that most people that, looking in Tokyo, most people that I've seen, because we were staying at and whatever, they're all tourists. The weather was kind of weird. To stay here in May, it was it was not honey. It was sunny. It was sunny, but it was also windy at the same time, which is kind of a really weird combination. The food, the money here, right? Because because we're here in 2026 right now, and because of the exchange rate, you get a lot of Japanese yen for your money, but for a lot of things, it's also like expensive. So like I do this Japanese martial art called Aikido, and so if you go there just with no rank, no nothing, and you say, okay, well, I'm gonna go do some Aikido there or whatever, they will charge you probably like $200, and part of it is like, I guess, for the insurance, and the other one is like for registration for their foundation. They charge you all this stuff up front, and then you do like one or two like lessons or whatever it is. The point is that I had to look at AI and see what it was, why is it was so expensive, and they charge you like all of the fees and everything like up front. I guess they assume that you're like really interested in doing the art. I went to like some other place too to go just like check it out. He said, no, you can't do it here. You can't try. You can only watch. And I guess it's like for like some type of insurance reason, because they don't want you to get hurt. They don't want that to be their fault, even though most places will give you like some type of waiver or something for you to sign. Anyway, that's just kind of like getting away from the point. I did there's this place called Zetteria. It's Zetteria. It's like for me, honestly, it's like a little bit gourmet, because what happened was there's a restaurant that was bought out by another restaurant in March 2026, and they have like all their recipes and stuff. They have like this crazy hamburger that has like avocado in it, and I thought that was pretty good. Didn't try any pizza here, although Japanese pizza is kind of weird and interesting. Japanese people love pasta and pizza for some weird reason. Last part here, I went over to Fuji Mountain. That was pretty crazy. Even though Fuji Mountain, it was just like right there and it was like really close, but it turns out that it was actually still like a couple kilometers away, like 10 kilometers away or something like that. So Fuji Mountain, it's strange for me because it's really, really tall. Now I think it seems that that's a little bit of like an understatement for most people, obviously from people that are like living in Japan, because obviously that's what it's supposed to be. But just like looking up at it, I felt like I was like looking at like Mount Olympus or something high in heaven that was just out of my reach. And when people like are gonna go climb Fuji Mountain, I think that definitely is like something that you can once in your life to do. You probably can't just like go climb it in like all in one day, and each like elevation or whatever. I heard that there's like a hotel there that you can go and stay at, so that's something that's like on my list. What would I recommend? Try to go to Japan with 3 people. I think going with 4 people is a little bit of you're gonna move slower, but at the same time, everybody's gonna enjoy and have more fun, I guess. But you have to come here thinking, okay, well, there's a list of things that I want to do, but at the same time, if there's like 10 things you need to do and you only do 7, then still don't beat yourself up about it. This is where all the Japanese martial arts are from. So I did some research about like what arts are not available here and what arts are not. And I guess my point is that once you come here, keep in mind that you might like come back. When you're in Tokyo, everybody's just kind of like running around doing their own things. So don't imagine that you're probably gonna make friends when you go to Tokyo. But that's just my first off about this. I'll probably make another video about this later, about my jaunt in Tokyo, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.